Okay, today we're going to test out and see if this fast load cartridge by Epyx for the Commodore 64 does what it says. It says it loads discs up to 5 times faster than if you did not use it. So today we're going to load up 7 Cities of Gold, and let's take a look-see here. I got a stopwatch which will tell us exactly how long it takes. So I got the screen loaded up here. Your standard load crap 8.1, and we're going to see exactly how long it takes to get to the opening screen. And go. I think this EA screen comes up pretty quickly. Yeah, that's not the screen we're going for though. So far we're at 17 seconds. And then we're going to load it again with the fast load cartridge and see what kind of time we got. When this first opening screen loads up, we're going to hit the trigger button again and go to the actual game screen. Oy, excuse me. Let's see how long that takes. We're currently at 47 seconds to load. This is the real problem with the Commodore, obviously. Whoa, it takes forever on a day to load. So, let's see. 1 minute, 12 seconds. I think the test I ran before was around 1.5 minutes or so. Alright, we'll stop that at 1:21. Hit the button again, loading game, go. We're just going to see how long it takes here to get to the screen where it tells us to put it on map. For those of you that haven't played 7 Cities of Gold, it is a pretty solid game made by the guy that made Mule, Dan Button, later Danny Button, decided that having a prick wasn't their bit. 7 Cities of Gold won Best Multiplayer of the Game of the Year, 1983, Best Strategy Game of '83, and it was released on all kinds of different platforms. My personal favorite being for the Atari 800. Loads a hell of a lot quicker than this, and I don't know, it just seems to all around be a little bit a little nicer. Here's the cover of it. I have the game. It's pretty neat. We're up to 2:25 right now. Still loading. So this is what's on deck using the fast load cartridge. Says it loads discs 5 times faster. Says it works with most popular programs, includes assembly language monitor, and it's easy to use. It's definitely easy to use. You just plug the little guy into the cartridge slot, but we'll get to that as soon as this puppy loads. Alright, 3:09. It's telling me to insert disk map disk, and that's the point we're going to get to when we do the other test with the fast load cartridge. So, let's start over and load the cartridge first. Alright, this time around we're going to load 7 Cities of Gold, but we're going to use this. It is the Epyx fast load cartridge for the Commodore 64. Very easily plugs into the, I want to turn it off first probably, into the cartridge slot, just as you would any cartridge like Lunar Lander or Rat Race or whatever it is you people play. Pop this guy on. Alright, and you'll know it's working because it will say fast load. Now, one of the beautiful things about this, other than the fact that it does load games a little quicker, I think, which we are going to prove here, or at least maybe not prove, I don't know, is instead of having to type that load in parentheses star comma 8 star 1, all you have to do is hit the Commodore key and the run key together and it'll automatically do that. So when I hit those, I'm going to go ahead and start it. Alright, look at that, searching. That is a beautiful function. So here we see again this EA bit. And I like how they describe the back of this cartridge here. Pick this up for $5, by the way. We'll just go through it. If you're tired of waiting 3 minutes for your programs to load, but it's no use glaring at your disk drive, staring or glaring, I suppose. Calling it names won't help either. It was born slow. A lumbering hippo. You need the fast load cartridge from Epyx. Fast load transforms your Commodore 64 disk drive from a lumbering hippo into a leaping gazelle. With fast load, programs that once took minutes to load are booted up in a matter of seconds. Let's see, we should be getting to this first screen shortly. I'm hoping it's supposedly any faster. This is a pretty big honking program. It even takes a little bit for the Atari 800 disk drive to boot it up, but it's nowhere near as slow as the Commodore 64, and that was the real downfall. Got that clocked in at 1:14. Huh. See, now the last time it was 1:21. We saved 7 seconds. I can tell you what, that's it's not a whole hell of a lot of time. Let's see what it takes to go to the next thing, which was 3:09, and we'll see how long it takes to get there from 1:14. So saving us 7 seconds, that's not too impressive. We're going to do some smaller games and another, I'm going to do probably 2 more tests, but this was, I think, the biggest, most complex game I could load, and that's really most importantly what you want to be saving time on. Back to the back of this box here. It tells you fast load can load and copy your discs 5 times faster than normal. It plugs in the cartridge port of your Commodore 64 and goes to work automatically, loading your discs with ease. And that's only the beginning. You can copy a single file, copy the whole disk, send disk commands, and even list directories without erasing programs stored in memory. And unlike other products, the fast load cartridge works with most programs, even copy protected ones, including the most popular computer games. The fast load cartridge from Epyx, easy to insert, easy to use, and 5 times faster. So why waste time waiting for your discs to load? Speed them up with fast load. And it's got a couple of bullet points here. Let's look at the stopwatch. A couple of bullet points. Loads discs up to 5 times faster. Copies discs up to 5 times faster. Just plugs into your computer. Easy to use. No loading needed. It's automatic. No removal required once inserted. That's what she said. Edits discs and lists directories. Can even be used with protected discs. Includes full assembly language monitor. So to have you believe this, it's almost like the second coming of Christ for your Commodore. I picked this up personally in the box, complete with instructions. Bam, 302 for $5. So I figured I'd give it a shot whenever I wanted to break out my Commodore again. 302 versus 309. Looks like about a total of 7 seconds on each. That's not a whole lot quicker. It's certainly not even really near close to being 5 times faster. Bit ridiculous. On this test, I'm going to say it's failed. It's totally 100% completely failed. So I'm going to do 2 or 3 other tests with it. Let's see how it does on loading some smaller games from discs. But yeah, Epyx is going to need an email about this one. So stay tuned.